Hello, in this video we will discuss about the photosynthetic electron transport pathway. So first of all we should need to understand about the basic concept about the light absorbing mechanism. So the photosynthetic electron transport pathway occur in the autotrophs. So the autotroph means they produce energy itself. So here the light will be fall on the chloroplast, the thylakoid membrane. After the chloroplast thylakoid membrane, which that is the organelle chloroplast used for the photosynthesis. So here is the thylakoid membrane and granum, and when the water will be absorbed to produce the oxygen, which that is come from the water, while the carbon dioxide used to produce the carbohydrate, and in this way the chloroplast membrane is looking like this, and stroma used for the Calvin cycle to produce the carbohydrates, while the oxygen due to the light reaction. So the quality of light more effective than the quantity of light. Why? Let's begin to understand. Here is I am drawing the graph to understand the photosynthesis vertically, while the horizontally the quantity of light. So the photosynthesis vertically show that is the increase or decrease of the photosynthesis, but the quantity of light is showing in the horizontally. So when we will increase the intensity of light or quantity of light, so at the mean point the normal photosynthesis will be more when we will provide the more quantity of light. But when we will increase more the quantity of light, so the damage of the chlorophyll due to the high intensity light, which that damage the chlorophyll will decrease the photosynthesis. But in the case of quality we will discuss also. So here is the chlorophyll pigment. This chlorophyll molecular formula is the contain porphyrin ring, and this is used for the light reaction, so light absorption. And the methyl group attached in the chlorophyll A, while the aldehyde group is attached with the chlorophyll B. So the different two types of chlorophyll in the and C also present, but here we will just understand about the higher plant. So the hydrocarbon tail or phytorrhea tail. So the phytol tail and porphyrin ring showing in the figure. This is the molecular formula of the chlorophyll. So let's begin to understand the quality of light. That is very important. The quality of light is the blue and red light contain 680 to 700 nanometer. Requirement the plant, which that is very efficiently photosynthetic wavelength, which that photosystem 2 will be absorbed it. So in this way, the here is the 300 to 800 nanometers of wavelength, which that is showing in the horizontally, while the vertical show that photosynthesis. So this graph is showing that when we will increase the wavelength, so the wavelength at the narrow range, you can see the 700 to 480 nanometer is very efficiently high as photosynthesis due to red and blue light. So that this is the photospectrometer measurement showing the detail. Let's begin to understand about the photosynthetic electron transport pathway. So first of all we should need to understand the lumen and stroma. So this is the thylakoid membrane, which that is showing in the figure, and this basically another is the stromal lamella are present. This stromal lamella, and this stromal lamella is showing in the figure. And while the stroma are the upper and lumen inside, and granum is you can see that is the thylakoid membrane contain chlorophyll, and in this way the chlorophyll will absorb the cluster of pigment molecules embedded in plasma membrane. So in this way you can see in this diagram to understand as well. So that's cluster of pigment molecules embedded in plasma membrane is looking like this. But let's begin to understand the let's begin to understand about the electron transport chain in the thylakoid membrane. This is also known as the photosynthetic electron transport chain. So in this way here is the photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 involved. So the photosystem 2 is first we are understanding in this diagram. because it discovered first. So this is the basically the hydrolysis will be occur. In this way the water will be split into the oxygen and proton and electron by the activity of reduction. So in this way here is the reductase enzyme. This here is the when light absorbed on the range of photosystem 2 contain a P680 nanometer, which that is absorb this light in this wavelength and split the water molecule to absorb the 4 electron by 2 water molecules. So in this way the 2 water molecule will be split to produce 1 molecule of oxygen while the 4 proton. And in this way you can see the 4 electron will be absorbed by the photosystem 2 and antenna complex, you know about that. And this antenna complex basically transfer the QA, QAnon A to QAnon B. So this is the QAnon A to QAnon B, the transmission of the electron by the excitation. So the ultimately the excitation will be occur. In this way, the excitation will lead to move the photosystem 1, this electron. So here is the plastoquinine, which that is absorb the 4 proton and 2 proton. So in this way, the conversion of the PQH2 plastoquinine to H2. So in this way, the reduction to oxidize again and again to produce the 12 proton move pumped in into the lumen to increase the acidity. So the Q1 and Q0 will recycle again and again, and cytochrome H and cytochrome L, which that is involved in the cytochrome B6F complex. So after this releasing of the 4 electron and again pick the electron. So in this way they'll again pick the electron to shift the plastocyanin toward the plastocyanin, and plastocyanin will be reduced into the 4 electron. While here the mitochondria produced during the Krebs cycle to produce NADPH, and glycolysis also produce the NADPH. And this NADH dehydrogenase enzyme are present which that accept this NADPH and to convert NAD plus, and in this way the plastoquinine will be reduced into the plastoquinine H2, and this again are oxidized and reduced to basically to give the electron to the Q0 to Q1, and in this way the plastocyanins also occur from here, and this plastocyanin will also accept this 4 electron, you can see from the 2 molecule of the water. So for understanding basically the 2 electron in the same region, 1 electron, but we are understanding the whole 1 oxygen molecule releasing mechanism. So in this way here is the oxidizing this plastocyanin, the copper containing protein, which that is photosystem 1, which that use the light 700 nanometer to Fx to Fa to Fp. This is the basically oxidoreductase enzyme are present in this way. So the iron containing 4 electron and 4 sulfur to iron to sulfur center to Fx to Fa to Fp to ferredoxine NADP plus reductase to produce NADPH. So in this way you can see here is the ferredoxine are present. This ferredoxine are present, and ferredoxine NADP plus reductase enzyme are also present. This enzyme is very specialized for the reduction of the NADP plus to convert by 2 proton to convert the 2 NADPH, and this 2 NADPH is very specialized for the using into the Calvin cycle. So this will lead to go into the Calvin cycle for the starch synthesis and glucose synthesis. It means the glucose synthesis due to the Calvin cycle. This Calvin cycle is in the dark reaction. While on the other hand, the ATP is also produced from the light reaction. Is here is the 12 proton will be pumped in. So here the 4 proton is required for the ATP synthase enzyme to use. Here is the F0 and F1 particle, which that is showing in the figure. This is the 2, and in this way here you can see the into the lumen basically is the into the lumen will produce the ATP, but this ATP synthase enzyme is opposite, but you can understand as well. to basically is outside move, so that is why. So it is true. And the 4 proton will use to produce 1 ATP, and this ATP and NADPH used for the production of glucose by Calvin cycle.